We are in the truck again on our way to visit Mount Rushmore. It was a rainy night. It was another cold night, but we had a space heater. We stayed super warm, super dry. Had a lazy morning with pancakes. Let the rain pass, and now the sun is out, and we're just loving the scenery here in the Black Hills. So I'll just kind of show you guys what it looks like as you drive up to Mount Rushmore. You see it?
There's Mount Rushmore.
I told you it was huge.
Whose face is next to the other face that is granted?
That's Theodore Roosevelt and Abraham Lincoln on the right, and then Thomas Jefferson and George Washington on the left. We are at Mount Rushmore.
Hello.
Hi. We have our masks on. Lots of people in masks, some not, but we're outside. And hopefully you guys saw the approach there, and then we're gonna get even closer and I'll try to show you some more. This is my second visit here, but I haven't seen it in 23 years. Much has changed since then about the complex itself. Like you couldn't used to park as close as you did, and you had to walk up a path, but I'm excited to see it again. It's a lot bigger, Liam says, than he thought it was. So let's go check it out. Follow Daddy. Where is he? Well, Priscilla is. Alright, I'm zooming in so you can see better, but just in case you didn't know, we've got Washington from left to right. We've got Washington, Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. What do you think, Chloe? Good?
It's such like an iconic thing that it's not really, I mean, it's just a mountain with faces and like carvings that I've seen before, but way huger. But it's really more like it's just a iconic thing that I know about, and now I'm seeing it in person.
Going on this little side trail right here. Gonna see where it leads. Maybe it's a little less busy. There's just like really lovely mountain wilderness on this trail, and it's definitely more quiet than the main viewing platform up there. So I think this is a good call. Yeah, so here's the trail. So that's,
Liam, put your mask on.
you know, visitor center area, main viewing platform, the amphitheater below, and then we took this trail. And we're kind of like right here. And we're going to loop all the way around, which I think will be really cool. So this is just a really nice, unimpeded view, quiet, more reflective. See how the bottoms of these trees are all scorched, like they've been lit on fire? Here. Look at that. I wonder what happened. Okay, so this is neat. So we're standing pretty much directly under Abraham Lincoln right now. And then they have these plaques that tell you a little bit about him. which hopefully we all know how awesome Abraham Lincoln was.
Wait, so he was president
From 1861 to 1865.
Really?
Hello.
Hi.
Did the trail around the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we're coming out for what for us is the end, and all of these stairs behind us, a lot of other people are climbing up. So if you come here, I would recommend going on the left side first, and then you can just come down all these stairs instead of going up them. So much easier.
Yep.
All right, we're like at the end of it now. Last few stairs. These are one of three. Let's see if you guys can get close in. 3 air compressors that powered the jackhammers. And right here, that was used in the finishing work of the faces. There they are right there, yeah.
3-inch diameter pipeline. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. This is the sculptor studio. Let's go in and see what's in there.
Our next president, Thomas Jefferson, kind of your question. What do you think he represents for them? He's another Virginia. Western expansion, that's one. Louisiana Purchase. Sign of Declaration of Independence. Louisiana Purchase, that's the big one. During his presidency, he expanded America, doubling the size of the United States.
So from the sculptor studio, the trail is back there. Now we go up these stairs back to the viewing gallery.
There does seem to be a parking lot. If you were to find that, it's probably an offshoot.
Well, there are some handicap spots right here too.
Yeah, so if you want better access.
I do believe there's an elevator somewhere, because we saw it up there, but I don't know where it dumps out down here. Just a word to the wise, I mean, there's not that many people around here, and you get a really nice view from here. Okay, so these are the last bit of stairs going up to the visitor center up there. But I think what we're gonna do is take that nature trail out and just avoid all that congestion up there. On the nature trail to the parking lot. Still. Okay, so earlier in the video we saw all those trees that looked like they had been burnt. And this sign here at the exit of the nature trail to the parking lot, why are the hills black? Distant hills covered by the deep green of ponderosa pines look dark. Thus the Sioux Indians called this area Pahasapa, or Black Hills. And the bark is almost black on young trees. So there you go. You know, but then, yeah, then again, Brian just pointed this out. This is totally burnt. Like, there's no way that's not been burned. Okay, we are back in the car now, and we are on our way to the Crazy Horse Memorial. I have not seen this, just like I haven't seen Mount Rushmore in 23 years since my last visit here, but I'm excited. I think it's probably offering, I think it probably offers an important counterpoint to Mount Rushmore, and you know, the kids and I have already talked about it, and then, you know, we'll talk about it a little bit with you guys after we see it, but right now I'm just excited, so we'll show you when we get there. Working on him right now. cabin and a viewing deck. So I'm super excited to see what is happening, what's progressed on the monument since I was last here. So we'll go take a look inside. Okay, so according to my memory, this is all that was here the last time I was here, and then you would walk out and there was a teepee. I remember the teepee. I don't know about the scale model, and then this viewing veranda. I don't remember any of this other stuff. There is the Indian Museum of North America, a wall of windows next to some restrooms. Looks like there's a nice restaurant, snack shop, mountain rock displays, a bronze showroom, which I'm not even sure what that is. Native American Educational and Cultural Center. Looks like they have a bronze sculpture, so that would make sense that all of that is here now. I think we're like right here. This is obviously the wall of windows. We just walked down that corridor past some really interesting art and artifacts. And then we come up here and you get a really nice indoor view. Talking this right here, the Laramie Treaty. You know, we had made a treaty. The Black Hills were supposed to belong to the Lakota. We found gold and they were like, yoink, just kidding. So here we go. The Lakota leader, Crazy Horse, saw his people ravaged, promises broken, yet he never surrendered. Before his death, Crazy Horse proved himself to be a brilliant military tactician and a determined warrior. At the age of 35, he was bayoneted, not on the battlefield, but under a flag of truce. Okay, so we're in the room. Right over here is the wall of windows. And we came back into this room. Watch this film right here. This film basically, tells you the story of how this monument came to be. Henry Standing Bear of the Lakota people commissioned the sculptor. The sculptor readily agreed. And they formed together. They started in 1947. They formed a nonprofit so that zero federal money good Lord. Okay, that's where we came in. We took a loop all the way around the theater. That's where the movie we watched was. I think the movie that they play in there is probably longer. And there's just artifacts all over the place. And then if I turn back here, there's more stuff over there we haven't even seen yet. This room is modern and contemporary Native art, which is incredible. So that's a scale model. It's a 1/34 size scale model of what will be right there. This is the veranda. This is the gift shop right there. There's the restaurant. And this is the viewing platform. It's really lovely out here. So there it is. You can zoom in. Look at all that. Okay, so we're outside on the veranda. It's really nice. looking at them and we were talking about it, and you know, the last time I was here, it was 1997, I think, and they unveiled his face officially in 1998. You know, and they started this in like the 40s, not that long after Mount Rushmore. And so Brian and I were chatting, and one of the things that we learned in the visitor center here is they refuse any and all federal funding. You know, it is a complete private donation, nonprofit organization. And I quipped that it's kind of like a big middle finger to the federal government, and honestly it should be. This place is going to be amazing when it's all done. It's already really kind of fun, but yeah, I can't wait to see how it progresses. But in order for it to progress, I think we all need to donate and come visit. So come visit. That is the restaurant right there, and then this is inside the snack shop. So that's it from Crazy Horse. That was really cool. We're gonna head to Sylvan Lake now and do a quick trail and maybe swim a little bit.
Alright, we have just arrived at Lake Sylvan in Custer State Park, and it's pretty amazing on the approach, and we're going to show you a little bit of it. Looks like we're right here, and you can see the lake right there, and it's just a big old trail that goes around. It's not even that large really, it looks pretty manageable. And then there's a lot of rocks in the lake, and kayaking, and I think maybe swimming. So we need to get some lunch. We're gonna do that trail, get some lunch, and maybe go swimming. We came from that way. This is the left side of the trail. Comes up to the rocks here, and then there's a little bridge thing over there. It goes around the main part. There's a little offshoot right here. I bet that's pretty cool rock stuff.
Wait your turn, bud.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay, Liam, behind Daddy, please. There you go. One at a time.
Okay. On the bridge. Overflow of the lake. Oh yeah, so that trail probably goes back there. Hiking through the rock. Yeah.
Welcome to the cave. Look.
I think that's an offshoot for a climbing area. Yeah. Might be a good spot for lunch.
It looks like a good spot, really. Hang on.
Oh wow. Really massive. These rocks are so pronounced. They're just like right straight up.
Okay, we are still at Sylvan Lake. We stopped and we had some lunch right there. Brian and Liam are up there climbing somewhere. There's some really pretty views. And Chloe and she just asked me a really good question. What question did you ask me, Chloe?
So like you were recording something like on your phone, like a Marco Polo thingy, and like you said, so we're at how do you say it?
Sylvan
Lake and horribly named Custer Park, and you're just like,
What do I mean by horribly named? You know what we saw at Mount Rushmore, the way the museum interpreters were telling the story. You know, when we stopped in to listen, they were going through each president and asking, you know, like, what does this president represent on the monument? And people were starting to call out words that I don't think the ranger was expecting, you know? And so then he would redirect them, like manifest destiny, you know, or something that is, well, manifest destiny is kind of a code word for colonialism, right? It's this white idea that we're somehow destined to take over all of this land, even though people already lived here. It's ours. And, you know, westward expansion, all of these great terms we have to discuss that kind of skews the narrative a certain way. And so we were talking about the differences between Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, and being in this park right now, Custer State Park, in the shadow of Crazy Horse Monument, in the Black Hills, which should belong to the Lakota people according to the Laramie Treaty, which are sacred to the Lakota people. We had given it away until we found gold. So these are the kinds of questions that a decolonial person, like someone interested in, you know, being a better ally or making a more equitable world would need to ask, is like, you know, why is this park called Custer State Park? What story does that tell to people visiting it? What does that story mean? Is it even across different cultures and different experiences? What does Mount Rushmore mean to everyone, right? It's not the same experience to everyone who's there. So I feel like the first thing we need to do is to learn to tell more complicated stories. There's Brian and Liam all the way at the top. I'll zoom out, but they're gonna start making their descent. There they go.
Oh yeah, back out at the water. Rocks. We climbed on all that right there. Liam's getting some of his energy out.
I would like to Instagram this, please.
There's the beach. up on this rock right here, it looks like.
Hold up, I
It's
want
gonna be fun. It's gonna be quite fun. So we parked over there on the other side of this lake. We've hiked all the way around the loop and then back to the beach side.
We've swam, and this was super fun. So it's time to say, yeah, it's cold. We're gonna go get some hot chocolate, make s'mores, have dinner. It's time to say bye-bye to Sylvan Lake. Bye, Sylvan Lake.
Bye. It was awesome. Great place to visit.